Hello, 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 and welcome back to some more Rune Factory 2. Uh, I need to do, I need to record a lot more stuff for the channel, but I don't know what to record. Because Tevi was supposed to be my new, oh gosh, Thursday record. But then it turns out that I would prefer to just do Tevi as a semi-daily series instead of a weekly series, so now I need a new weekly series. Yeah, I kind of got spurned out from playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know. Everyone keeps talking about how awesome and amazingly awesome the game is. I just don't see it. So it's like, so now I need something new to do, and I'm running a bunch of Magicraft videos for Thursdays and Fridays, but Magicraft is feeling kind of samey. And I want to do like Frosthaven, I don't know. But trying to get a whole setup and everything cleaned up to try to do a Frosthaven on the tabletop would be, oh my gosh, annoying to do. Especially since I'd have to basically reset the whole game and undo a bunch of stuff that I've done just to start the game new. Or I could do it on Tabletop Sim. And it's like, okay, Frosthaven on Tabletop Sim, sure, that can be done well enough. Wouldn't necessarily be any worse than doing it on, actual tabletop, except the camera angle would be worse because I don't actually have like a spare working computer and a spare extra copy of Tabletop Sim just to record a proper top-down perspective of the game, but also a top-down perspective of the game wouldn't actually be the best idea anyway, necessarily speaking, and it's like, okay, so like, how do I do this part? Like, do I get some people involved and have, a whole party going on of Frosthaven? Because I've played, like, Gloomhaven 2, 3, and 4 character games. And, like, the more characters you have, the more interesting it seems to be. However, it also makes it more complicated. So if I'm doing, solo player 4 character games, that really leads to a lot of time spent humming and hawing about what to do for turns. So it's like, okay, we'll only have like the actual turns being done and like pause. So I cut out all of the like trying to decide on what cards to play, or try to do it like a turbo mode, have like 10 seconds per character to decide what I want to do, or talk it out and explain why I'm planning on doing what I'm planning on doing and stuff, and try to make some entertainment that way. All of that sort of thing. I still remember the time I got like half a Discord server very, very mad at me for saying like the average Gloomhaven or Frosthaven scenario would take me like an hour. And they're all like, no, it should take like 3 hours. And I'm like, solo player, like, solo player 4 character Gloomhaven scenario, after getting it set up, like, by the time of turn 1 to complete the scenario is usually about an hour. And playing on digital, it was like an hour for like the whole scenario, including like road event and city event. Like, because I didn't have to do the setup. Like, I don't know how they're playing with their games take multiple hours. Because they were including, like, okay, city event, and road event, and defend event, and this event, and downtime, and, like, picking a new character to play, and enchanting cards, and buying equipment. And it's like, no, just the scenario. But you have to do these other 20 things if you want to do a scenario. It's like, I don't care. Just the scenario. Oh, so you're not going to buy equipment? That's not in the scenario. I'm not in the scenario buying equipment. So no. Wah, 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 wah. So one thought I had was of trying to do Frosthaven, but just a single character. And that would be probably very difficult to do. And I remember the idea that I had originally for the Frosthaven was that it was going to be that I would, like, record the gameplay, play, blah 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 blah, and basically just have an overlay of me telling the story of, like, you know, the story aspect of it while the gameplay plays basically in the background. And I figured that that would be a cute idea. Just, you know, tune in, listen to a story for however long, and just watch as it kind of unfolds. Yeah, Frosthaven feels like it should be really good for playing with the top-down perspective, but it's actually really bad because of all of the standees are, like, you know, standees. So they're meant to be seen, like, from the side at an angle, not straight top down. And if you put, like, the standees so they're, you know, just lying down, then they don't really fit the space anymore, because some of those get really big. So it's like, okay, well, you basically need all new tokens for the player characters and for all the enemies and blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's the thing though, I haven't actually beaten Frosthaven. So I think just solo player 4-character game mode. Just do that every so often. Just go on, do a scenario, and yeah, however long the scenario takes will be an episode. The scenario and the stuff outside the scenario. And it's just like, yep, that's the episode, and yeah, next time let's go on to such and such adventure. Woo! I wonder if I should go into my Frosthaven box, grab my own, like, rulebook, and... because there's a book of prompts, I think it would be, like, read section, like, 72.3, and then, like, you turn to page 72, read .3, and blah, blah, blah. They have it in the tabletop sim version, but then I'd be basically just zoomed in on the writing. Or I could be, like, you know, looking at the characters while I read the prompt from an actual, like, book in front of me instead of just a giant version of the book. I guess big version of the book so people could read along as well. That'd probably work fine. Nobody ever said that I had production value in this, after all. Also, Tevi is just fun to play. Tevi has been fun to play. I feel like after I finish this, I should probably order some more groceries, because, like, I'm out of, like, milk. You know, perfectly reasonable groceries, like milk. I started to do the whole thing, like, milk, eggs, bread, whatever, but it's like, I don't really eat eggs. I don't really eat bread. Eggs! I have some sort of intolerance to eggs sometimes. I don't really understand it. Also, eggs are kind of meh food anyway. Although, cook up some, like, pasta, whatever, and, like, basically, like, once it's done, you drain out the water, put it back in the pot on, like, a simmering heat, and then you crack an egg or two into it. Either leave it on top or mix it in with the pasta, and use basically an egg as the sauce to cook in the hot pot with the hot pasta. And like just sitting there for, you know, long enough for the egg to cook. It works, it's alright. Maybe that's why I don't like eggs. I can't cook them properly, so I get sick. Yeah, that would explain alright. More axe time, yo. Oh, new magic set spoilers are out. The Fallout set. No real awesome colorless cards. There have been some colorless cards, but nothing really awesome yet. Okay. Okay. Now I have the tool in hand to get rid of this. Thank you very much. Alright, so... I mean, what else is there really to discuss, to talk about? New Fallout spoilers, they made the bobbleheads, one of them has a new win condition. Yeah, the luck bobblehead. Because all the bobbleheads are like 3 mana artifacts that tap for 1 mana of any color. And they also have, you know, pay some amount of mana, tap it, do a thing, it gets amplified if you have more bobbleheads. So one of them's, I think one of them is like, pay 3 and tap, draw a card for each bobblehead you control. So it's like, oh, hey, you know, get more of them, whatever. The luck bobblehead is pay 1, tap, roll X d6, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. For every even result, make a treasure token that is tapped. It's like, okay, that could be playable in some decks. Just a little bit of, you know, pay 1 mana, 50-50 chance of making a treasure. Unfortunately, you have to tap it. You can't just keep paying, whatever. If you roll exactly 7 6s this way, you win the game. There are 7 bobbleheads. They are not legendary. So now I'm just imagining some artifact-based deck with the whole idea is get out the luck bobblehead and just keep copying it. I don't think the magic number is having 7. I think the magic number is probably having like 14. Actually, the magic number I think would be 42 of them. If you have 42, then on average, 7 of the 42 should be a 6. Oh, wait a second. If you have... So, imagining if you have, say, 7 bobbleheads out. Say... Yeah, 7 bobbleheads and one of them is the luck bobblehead. You pay 1 mana, you tap it. You know, roll 7 dice. Odds are that of the 7 dice, 3 of them will be even. 3.5. If we round down, odds are at least 3 will be even, so you make 3 tapped treasures. Now, the big issue here is that they are tapped, because if they are untapped, then you could use Clock of Omens, tap 2 of them to untap the bobblehead, use that last treasure to pay for the bobblehead, and effectively keep trying to go infinitely. If I had more artifact clone effects in my artifact deck, that would be a really tempting way to go for a win. In addition to if, you know, treasures just entered untapped. You need, like, Amulet of Vigor to untap them. Clock of Omens to tap them for the thing. I mean, again, casual, dedicated artifact deck. It's like, I have all 7 bobbleheads. Amulet of Vigor, so these things on tap. I'm going to keep rolling 7d6s until I get this Yahtzee. It's like, I'm going to keep rolling until I get it. This is going to... Yeah. Although, honestly, I think... Was it the Intelligence Bubblehead? Might be better, just draw cards. Huh. Got a message, yeah. So, here's an interesting idea. What if I do Frosthaven co-op, but, like, with my brother? And, like, the two of us go through the land of Frosthaven together. He did really like it when I bought Jaws of the Lion to play. I mean, heck, screw it. Maybe we could play through all of Gloomhaven together first, and then play through Frosthaven and just... There's me with all of my worldly gaming experience, and there's him who's like, oh, this is fun! Yeah, so I'll send him a message about it. See if he wants to... Yeah, if only we could also get Shane involved, the 3 of us trying to play through. Oh. Now, I was going to have us do RuneScape together, but Gloomhaven might be more fun. Eh. I finally got a 2 days notice for an inspection. Instead of, oh, we're coming tomorrow, it's, oh yeah, we're coming in 2 days. So, can relax about that. Of course, I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow to clean the cat litter anyway, because the cat trails any cat litter out. That's grounds for failure. It's like that happens every time the cat uses a litter box and sand comes out. Like... I know that there's a Gloomhaven, like, video game on Steam. So I'll try looking that up. Jazz the Lion is also on there. Gloomhaven Gold Edition is on sale. Gloomhaven $22. Okay, Gloomhaven Gold Edition. It's like, yeah, no wonder it's looking so darn cheap, because I already have the base Gloomhaven, which is on sale at like half price right now, so tempted to get that. And just, hey! Play through Jaws of the Lion to get an understanding. Play through regular Gloomhaven to really get some fun in there. And then swap to the tabletop version of Lost Haven. I don't know, something about, like, Gloomhaven. I just prefer playing it, like, regular, like, board game mode rather than video game mode. Board game mode is just so much more, I don't know, authentic to how it is. I ordered some magic cards and stuff on a whim a few days ago, I think last week, technically. And it's like, oh yeah, be there like March, late March, and it's like, oh, right. Still thinking of going to that event, March 23rd. Still thinking of ordering like an entire commander deck to pick up at the event, because it will probably be faster to order it to pick up at the event than it would be to actually get it shipped here. I'm just hoping that the cards that I had already ordered to be shipped will get here before then. And I had bought like a box of like pony playing cards. It makes me laugh. And it says it'll be here by the 22nd. So it's like, oh. Sure hope I can get them before I have to leave. Yeah. I wonder if I could get the pony game pushed back a few hours, because, like, yeah, going to the LGS on Sunday for about, like, what, 12:30 to 1-ish, might be able to get in, like, 1 or 2 Magic games. But leave about 5, get home by almost 6. We push back the pony game by about 3 hours, then everything works out fine there. Oh my gosh. Literally half a video and it's just me training my axe skills. We're on at least 4 levels, maybe 5. I don't know where it started at. Oh, that's weird. One of the orbs, I guess, didn't spawn. Of course, that would be, taking extra hours out of my day just for the sake of maybe one Commander game. Yeah. It feels like feels like I'm always complaining too much about, oh, gotta record this, gotta record that, gotta look for something new to record, gotta do this, gotta do that. But it's like, again, I have had lots of, fun moments in the past, in the past couple of years I've only had, specifically because I've been, recording games. If I haven't been doing the recordings, I wouldn't have been playing so many of these games. Including so many games that I feel like I really should get back to doing, like Little Witch Nobita and... God, I'm trying to remember if I actually started with... Yeah, no, I think I did upload the, There's one sci-fi Metroidvania I'm blanking on the name of right now. But basically, I did 2 episodes, I fought 2 bosses, and I cheesed both of them. Maybe 3 bosses? I don't know. And it's like... I remember with one of the bosses, I found out I could just go around, like, go behind the boss, and the boss couldn't turn around. It's like a 2D game, of course. Boss couldn't turn around to attack me, so I could just keep shooting at it for free. Basically with impunity. It was neat. Oh, let's go down to the clinic. And since we're down here anyway, let's go check out that little island. Hey, Mom. Morning. Do. Oh my gosh, wait. The crop is finally in its, like, next stage of growth. But it's only, like, what, 1 day, maybe 2 days ahead of the others? I really should have done the extended growth thing on just all of the crops instead. Alright. Everything is well, everything is fine, everything is good. Everything is lag. Cows, why do you love me so much? Wait, was it you? Yeah, okay, cool. So maybe if I only had, like, once per day uploads, and I actually did, like, Rune Factory as a weekly thing, for one thing, I wouldn't be nearly as far along in this video as I currently am. Oh gosh, imagine going back to doing Rune Factory as a daily. Oh, that could be rough. Yeah, Rune Factory just isn't, like, grabbing me. Like, I did Rune Factory for, you know, one account only, and I did a whole bunch of videos, like, all in a row. Because I really wanted to do a whole bunch of videos in a row. And that's just the thing about, like, the daily videos. I want to record, like, a lot of those. So that's why I switched, say, like, to Tevi. Because I kept finding myself going, gosh, I want to play more Tevi. I want to play Tevi again. I want to do more of it. And then I, you know, recorded more Tevi. And I was like, you know, I could let this just sit and upload on, you know, Thursdays for a few months. But I think I'd rather just have it be a, you know, semi-daily. And just try to cut out the Baldur's Gate. I guess I could do Baldur's Gate as a weekly instead. Have that go up. I don't know, would that be too much culture shock? I guess Magicraft went from a semi-daily to a weekly. Baldur's Gate 3 could go down to being a weekly as well. And then I wouldn't have to worry so much about what to do for Thursdays and Fridays. I could just have, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 years days. When I get the urge to completely binge a game, I want to just act on that urge, binge something, and just be all like, yo, this is good. I'm gonna get some more healing potions, maybe like use one or something. I don't know. Hey, food! Again, why does he keep giving the free food? Oh, right, this. Let's go just level up to level 50 and then see what I'm doing. Let's do just a little bit more grinding. Oh, right. Come on. Are you kidding me? 49 to both of them? Alright, yeah, attack 56. Is 58 attack going to be enough? I don't know. I'm planning on finding out, putting it on soon here. Alright. Nope. Wait, are you kidding me? What? Over 590 health? There should be a save point right at, like, the entrance, right? No, you don't. Remember future games where you have to use, like, the scythe to deal with those? Oh my gosh. What is a hitbox? Here's a little cluster of pixels. Is that how the quote goes? Ow. Don't care if this dragon has 10,000 health. What a coincidence! I have to say, what timing! I don't care if this dragon has 10,000 health, I'm going to kill it anyway. Or do my best attempt at it. I don't like I'm only dealing 1 damage at a time to this mimic. What the? You 225 health. $210. So that could be 20 more attacks before it's too late. But probably only about 30 total damage. So it's like, gee, I sure hope that this box has less than 100 health. I almost want to, like, figure out how to go into the game's code myself, just to try to figure out how much health the Mimic has. Yeah, if this potion isn't enough, then I'll have to start eating apples, and if the apples aren't enough, then I'll have to reload my save and go back and try to fight this, yeah. Huh. Wait. The grass boosted my attack a bit. The grass, the fried rice boosted my attack. So I probably should have just eaten this first, and then worried about everything else. So now I can get back through to somewhere or other. I defeated the dragon. I don't know what else it wants from me. Let's save. Okay. I do really like the idea of, like, the final dungeon, or at least a dungeon, having been, like, hidden in plain sight the whole time. One idea I had for another run to do, potentially, is just to do another, like, fish percent run for a crystal project. Oh, actually, that's right. I would need to, do I still have my saves because I transferred computers? Is it saved to the computer or is it saved to Steam? Because if it's saved to the computer, then I'll have to redo Crystal Project again. Apple. Alrighty. Okay. We'll probably end this video off sooner or later, at least. Finally got a notice of a game being on sale off my wish list. Alright. No, this way, and this tool. I'm almost dead. I should have figured out how to make some nice fried rice. Boost that attack star. Ah! I just get, like, parried. So the issue is, if I start swinging before he appears... you might still be able to come in and kill me. The low health keeps on lagging. Wait, do I have to go to the church guy and ask him about fighting dragons? It always feels weird in these sorts of games where you can go into other people's, like, bedrooms and stuff. But especially weird when you can just, like, rummage around and, like, find stuff and just keep it. It's like, oh, hey, I found a bottle. It's mine now. It's like, you stole that? Like... Hey, you. It's interesting that... Excuse me. It's not what I was doing. I was doing this. It's interesting how NPCs will comment, it's like, oh, you look all bad and bruised. Have you been in a fight? And all that. But it's like, no, I've just been using my, like, watering can too much. Okay. I think what with everything that's been going on, that's plenty enough for an episode. And next time, I guess let's go back into the dungeon and fight more things and... Whew.